Dragon folk, welcome on back to the channel. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. Guess what we're doing today, folks? That's right. Today we are going about our rewards. But first I wanted to show you guys the new custom cards that we got in here. So, we, as, Patreon, I was like, well, what am I going to do that's something a little bit more special, right? Something that's going to be able to kind of get get a special part of me in with everybody else. And I decided to go about doing this. So the art is my girlfriend's. She has made me this fantastic piece of art of our dragon mascot that you guys have seen all throughout the channel. And I have named I am Ashen Wings, but I didn't exactly know whether or not I wanted to name the dragon Ashen Wings, so I figured it probably could just fit. But this is Ashen Wings, Lord of the Horde. All it costs is Wooburg, and it's a, XX, pretty much, where it's got flying, indestructible, hexproof, and first strike, and its power and toughness are equal to the amount of patrons under his rule. And of course, we have a really, really cool little bit of flavor text down there at the bottom, which I really enjoyed, which is, a life fueled by passions is like riding on the back of a dragon, by Susie, what does that say? Kasim. Susie Kasim. I don't know if that's from a book or anything, but Susie, thank you so much for the inspirational quote. I really do enjoy it. And of course, you guys can also see that there's the Patron promo down there at the bottom, and it has my girlfriend's tag right down there also. So if you're looking for any art in regards to her, she may have that tag somewhere, but yeah. So this is what you get if you are a $8 or up patron in the gold or gemstone tier. This is what I go ahead and give to you. So thank you so much again for supporting the channel, and everybody who has their location set up or their address, I'll be go ahead and shipping this out to you along with your cards. But today we're gonna have these bless our little area here, right? We got the one right there. So today we're gonna go ahead and get back into our openings. Now I wanted to get a Dominaria United draft box before we did this, but I think I'm gonna hold off for right now just because there's gonna be a lot of different spice and stuff in the future. So we are going to go ahead and continue back in with our original packs that we had opened for the last opening. First up, we have Mad Dad. Let me go ahead and get something in here for you. I do want to make sure that I am not missing any cards. I don't have, still don't own a Sharpie, like an idiot. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this goes in with your stuff that I still had to send out from last time because it's been hard to get to the mail. But this is your stuff from last month. It's still here, as it's shown. I'll go ahead and get this out to you as well. But we'll go ahead and start with Mad Dad. Mad Dad, you were going to go ahead and try your luck again with these. Set booster, draft booster, set booster. So let's see what we can go ahead and get you. And then we'll also have this in there too. I know we're getting you the hits, and everything else is kind of staying to me. So let's see if we can get you a spicy Mystical Archives pull out of this thing. So we've got our little art card there. A mountain. And then let's just get right into it, huh? So we got our lesson. Vortex Runner, Archway Commons. All this stuff you're not going to care about because none of it's really worth anything unless you get an expressive iteration. Lorehold Apprentice. Baleful Mastery is your rare here. You also have the Divine Gambit in just the non-foil there. And a foil Thrill of Possibility in its little Mystical Archives. So that's cool. That'll be going to you there. I'll double check the prices of the uncommons and commons, but I'm almost certain that unless it's expressive iteration, none of those cards are really worth anything. So, but if it's worth over $1, I'll obviously send it to you. Now we're into Zendikar Rising. So Zendikar Rising, we're hoping to get... Oh, there you go. I forgot these are... what do you call them? They are Japanese packs. So Balagid Recovery is actually a pretty good hit. I believe Balagid Recovery does go for a little bit, so that's going to go in your pile. And then we have Ravager's Mace, Nimana, all this other stuff, and a Gak. So, doesn't look like we have anything there. Let me know once this is out. Let me know whether or not you want this full. You know what? We're going to give you the full art land. I don't care. You deserve it. You're going to get a little bit of spice. I don't care what you want or don't want. That's what you're going to get. Now on to the good stuff. Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Innistrad Midnight Hunt actually got a huge a huge bump because what is it? Meat Hook Massacre is now going for like $60. Ooh, look at that. We start off with a foil island. So that's going to go to you. And then we're going to go ahead and roll through all these commons and uncommons. I believe you're looking for things like Play with Fire are some of the better uncommons and commons, but nothing insane. Graph Keeper, Geistland Reservoir for a rare. Ooh, and then Giza Glorious Resurrector in foil showcase. Ooh, and a Sheevan Harvest. All right, I don't actually know how much this one goes for. I believe that's Invasion, I want to say? No, Invasion was all creatures, right? So this has got to be something along those lines. I'll check to see whether or not this is going to you. But you know what? I might just give it to you anyway because it's part of the list. So, Mad Dad, these are your pulls here. I'll go ahead and put these with your other stuff here. And then we'll go ahead and actually open up some new stuff for some new patrons. So Sebastian is going to go ahead and get these goodies because Sebastian is our next Gemstone tier patron. Sebastian, Valleres? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Well, I pronounced it like you were in Mexico, but it could be Valleres. Anyway, Sebastian, thank you so much again for supporting me at the Gemstone tier. Gonna go ahead and get you open these. And of course, this is something I do want to make very clear, and I'll have to go over into other stuff, but Sebastian does live in Canada. I would like to preferably say that if you do live internationally, you're going to have to pay a little bit more for shipping. I don't ship out, or I don't have you pay for shipping if you are in the United States, but if you are not in the United States, unfortunately, shipping is like $15, and it has to go through customs and all this stuff, so I just want to make sure you're able to get your cards, so you may need to actually pay shipping. But regardless, Sebastian, thank you so much. Let's see what you get. So, I'm going to go ahead and go through all these. None of these commons and uncommons matter. Oh, the Dragon's Approach matters. That'll go to you. That's at least $1. Thunderous Orator, Cayenne, Dean of Substance. Ooh, and a Dark Ritual. I love this art for Dark Ritual. I see people out there with playmats for this thing, and I really want it. I really want it so bad. And a Spiteful Squad for your foil. So you're getting all of that in your goodies. Strixhaven packs have been pretty good to us. So, luckily, we don't have to worry too much about that. Now, this, I need to remember, these are pull tabs. So, let us actually do, what the hell was what was the order? 3 to the back? I think it's 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it has to be 3. Because there's only one rare mythic in here, right? So, oh, you got a foil. Just kidding. So, so I should probably look into that. Relic Robber is your rare for Zendikar Rising. Not bad. Sager's Shelter, I believe, is worth a little bit here. All right, well, now we can go all the way to the back, and we can see what your foil is. Turntimber Ascetic. All right, and you also got your full art swamp. I'll go ahead and put that in there too, just because Full arts are pretty good. I know everybody's talking about the full arts from Infinity right now, but hopefully they're not crazy expensive, because I imagine they will be. So we'll go ahead and get that forest to you also. And then, of course, we have to go through all the commons and uncommons, unless, of course, it's over $1. Delver's Sequence is not bad. I might leave that to the side to see how much that's worth. Spell Rune Painter, Angel Fire Ignition. This is seeing some love in Standard right now. And then a Cathar Commando for your foil there. So these are your cards. I'm going to actually just Delver of Secrets to the side, just in case. So these are going to you, Sebastian. I'll go ahead and put you over here. Actually, let me get a sleeve for you. Okay. Sebastian's all taken care of. That stuff's going to go over there. Now on to our next and final patron. We are at 3 patrons at the Gemstone tier, which means that these videos get to be even longer as the time goes on. Colin, thank you so much. Colin Nolan, you're amazing. Your name's at the back of every video. You're great, and I certainly appreciate you being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. And Colin's got some fun stuff set up for us in the future. We cracked a deal between myself and Colin, and so you guys are going to see some good content in the come November, if that doesn't give it away. All right. What do we got hiding in Strixhaven? Let's go ahead and hit the Falunk. Elemental Expressionist. Don't actually know if this one's worth anything, but it is a rare, so you'll get it. A Snakeskin Veil. And then a Dina Soul Steeper in foil. Okay. Ooh, and a Worn Power Stone from Urza Saga, from the list, obviously. But that's kind of, I would say that's kind of ironic, wouldn't you, Colin? I would say that's kind of ironic, huh? Anyway, that'll go to you. Now we'll move on to Zendikar Rising. Let's see, what are you trying to pull out of here? You're trying to pull, let's just assume you got foil. So there's this thing, there's the land, there's the foil, and then there's the rare. Oh, well, we know that's an uncommon, so. The worst part about some of these cards being double-sided is that you can tell immediately. So, no foil in here, it looks like, but we are going to see what you got in the back here. Pretty exciting stuff. Tormenting Voice. We've got our little bad boy here, your Full Art Swamp, and a Shatterskull Charger. So, pretty cool little fun stuff there. Now, are you going to pull the meat hook or what? Somebody's got to do it, right? Somebody's got to pull the meat hook. It can't be me. I can't be the only one that pulled the meat hook. I opened an entire draft box and I got a Meat Hook Massacre, and now I'm like, yeah, dude, I did great. All right, we got these mountains. God, I love these things so much. I'm sad this set box is not the I think the Japanese versions, because these look really good with the different art on them. So let's go ahead and flop through these guys. Old Stick Fingers. I saw somebody trying to play an Old Stick Fingers deck in Standard, and it didn't do too great. So, oh, and 2 rares, Light Up the Night, and a foil Stuffed Bear to close it out. Colin, those are your hits. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. These will all go to you in a wonderful little case. I'm thinking about doing something along the lines of getting you guys like a box set up. I don't know how like quickly you need these cards, but if you want me to send them out to you immediately, I obviously am going to send all of these out to you immediately. But I was thinking about possibly getting like a box set up, right? Like a 100-card little tiny box, and so that way you didn't have to pay. Well, I mean, if you're international, you don't have to pay for shipping as much, but for domestic, you don't have to pay for shipping at all. So theoretically, I guess I can just send them out to you regardless, and you get a little monthly package. So never mind what I said. I'm going to go ahead and just send them all to you regularly anyway, even though I'm a month behind on Mad Dad, but that's fine. So each of you, of course, are also going to be getting one of these Lord of the Hordes. So that is going to be set up there for you. I'll actually go ahead and sign them as well. So don't worry about that. They'll get signed. We do also have a little thing. I'm gonna give one of these away to you guys. I did a Dominaria United pre-release opening with my girlfriend, and we have some extra little things here. So these are for the subscribers, or really anybody, I guess, who gets to the video first. But if you play Arena, here is a Dominaria United pre-release code there for you. So make sure to pause the video, put that in there, and that'll go to you. And finally, even though he doesn't get packs, I am going to go ahead and say thank you to Patrick as well. Patrick Guillen, I want to say is your last name. Patrick, thank you so much for being a gold tier member of the channel. Obviously, that gets you into box breaks and stuff, but it does not quite get you into the packs yet. But you do still get one of these cards. So, Patrick, this one's going to get signed and out to you. I'll just need to get your address, and then we can go from there. So, thank you all so much for watching. I do truly appreciate your support. Again, this is another Patreon appreciation video. I'm going to try doing these every single month. If it gets to the point that they get crazy long, I may just start to make them and then put them only on our Patreon page. But I kind of want to have these out as a way to kind of show you all what I do for you that, provide any kind of monetary support on top of just being a fantastic subscriber and talking amongst everybody in the comments. So thank you all so much for watching. I do really appreciate your support, and keep your eye out for more content from me because God knows there's a lot of it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you all very soon. Nerd out.